If you enjoy this podcast, then be sure to check out Farm Small, Farm Smart Daily, where you can get your daily dose of farm wisdom. Tune in every day to learn the latest tips, tricks, and stories from the world of farming. Whether you're a seasoned farmer or just getting started, our podcast has something for everyone. Join us as we explore topics like farm business, crop planning, soil management, and tools and technology. Start your day off right with Farm Small, Farm Smart Daily, available on all major podcast platforms. Don't miss out. Subscribe today. One of the other things that I know you've studied along the way is grass ecology. When you think about that, what are things people don't know about grasslands that they should know?
I think the biggest, knowledge gap in grasslands is differentiating between rhizomatous grasses and bush grasses. And they go arm in arm with warm season grasses and cool season grass. Now, what part of the country do you live in?
Southern California.
Yeah, so you have a warm grassland. And I've done studies like around Bakersfield, California, which isn't quite southern, but some people call it Southern California. And I look at the Carrizo Plain, places like that. You get a few cool season grasses that grow in the winter and then dry up in the summer, but you get a lot of warm season grasses too. And knowing the difference between warm season and cool season grasses is really critical. A lot of our mentality for ranching in the West thinks that the buffalo were everywhere. But the buffalo were out in the Great Plains where you had rhizomatous grass. There weren't buffalo in like southern Idaho. There weren't buffalo in Utah to any extent. There's some high elevation sites where they existed, but those had more moisture. But in the valleys and that, you have all these cool season grasses that grow in the winter and then go dormant. And there's nothing for the bison to eat in the summer. And the grasses aren't adapted to being grazed in the summer. So we get grazing in the summer by cows on these bunch grasses, and it kills them. Rhizomatous grasses are adapted to having these roots underground with nodes everywhere. Every so often, it has a growing meristem. While bunch grasses just grow straight up, and if you eat that meristem off, you kill the bunch grass. And then we convert to annual grasses, which are flammable. And we pretty much have, because of that lack of knowledge, we've pretty much ruined the Western U.S. at low elevations. And California was heavily altered before we even had records. The California grasslands were this treasure of grass, and the early Spaniards grazed the heck out of it. And by the time people started taking notes on the ecology of California, the California grassland was gone. And we don't really know what the grasslands used to be like. I did a project for the Fish and Wildlife Service out of San Diego, California, looking for a rare lichen that grew in a grassland. I went around with a kind of a consultant who knew the remnant 33 grassland sites around San Diego. And we spent all week long going to these small little patches of grassland that was thought to be remnant California grassland. And we looked at those, we looked at them, and they're all just getting filled in with weedy grasses from Africa, from Europe, from the Middle East. They're just a mess. And it's because of the bunch grasses that used to grow there just get killed by grazing. While you could graze cows 12 months of the year in Illinois, where they grow corn, where the tall grass prairie grew, and you couldn't kill that grass because it's that rhizomatous grass. And it just has a whole different way of growing. And that's the biggest thing in grassland, I think, is understanding how grasses grow and the kind of 4 different categories of grass: warm and cool season grasses, and rhizomatous and bunch grasses.
Hey there. Want to spend less time pulling weeds? Check out Soil Shield by Modern Grower. It's the pre-cut landscape fabric solution to help you drastically reduce weed pressure. Just roll it out, staple it down, and plant. Then let it do the work for you. Say goodbye to endless weeding and hello to more free time. Plus, it's high quality, durable, and will last for years, saving you time and money in the long run. It's available in a variety of row and hole spacings to accommodate all the crops that vegetable farmers grow. Learn more about Soil Shield landscape fabric at shop.moderngrower.co or using the link below.